As I've been scavenging through my YouTube and TikTok to be more active on social media, I come across a comment that I've had from last year. It had me wondering, when was the actual last time I posted a video of my drawings? Now, usually I've been leaving drawings in my YouTube shorts, but I haven't had a usual video of where I post my digital drawing or maybe my traditional drawing or any type of drawing. I recently just did a whole video about beginner tips or beginner advice or things we need for beginner artists. But where has my videos of art been? Well, YouTube wise or YouTube video wise. So, as you read from the title of the video, here we are today going over my improved digital art from then. Now, I want to show a clip of where that video came from and how a little embarrassed I am from drawing that way and the improvement of now. So here we go. So the comment of that video came from this video, and it starts off with me just coming on camera looking so chopped and disoriented. Let's just jump straight to the artwork and not the overlamp or whatever talking I had to do in the video and just see. It's kind of shocking to see these drawings that I've made just from a year ago. Because yeah, just wow, like I didn't think I'd be seeing this again. Now I actually have a traditional drawing of this bad girl. I was just trying to do it digitally from my brain, and I ended up having a difficult time. And my most difficult challenges was face the face. Obviously, the face structure gave me a hard time. It just felt too square. It didn't it it felt different. It looks different, but it didn't look exactly how the way I wanted to. And one of the biggest problems was how small it was. Now, right now, you don't see that problem of it being small, but the next drawing I'm going to show you, you're going to see how much of a big problem I was having with zooming into my paper and drawing small. Oh, here goes that drawing. So I don't even know why I started the way I did. There's a few parts in this drawing that you see it gets a little wanky. But yeah. So my biggest dilemma was I was new to this digital drawing, so I was zooming in and I leaned more to the left side of the page, obviously. But this is where the drawing became to seem so small, and then detailings was so difficult. I thought I was just using the wrong like pencil pen in the digital drawing, like Clip Studio material side, but that wasn't the case. Okay, so look, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna let this be the last clip of the my last old digital drawing we're doing, and I'm gonna display all the new ones now. I'll probably do. I'll first do two of the drawings that I've traced over my traditional drawings, and then two drawings I just did off brain, like off off from scratch. There we go. Yeah, from scratch. Now, quickly, I want to mention that I did have to grab this from my TikTok. I was too lazy to find the actual file where this came from. The drawing, by the way. Um, but yeah, as you see from the start, I started over by tracing over my traditional drawing and practice the coloring. So the whole point of me tracing over my traditional drawing was to practice coloring and shading and learning lighting from digital from digital. And it really did. Eventually, I started understanding the concept of lighting and shadowing from these traces of my own drawing, as I love to repeat a few times because I think that's the best way to do it for your own drawings, not over somebody else's. And as you see, I also implemented one of my new Raven drawings because wow, like the oh my god, like oh my wow. Oh, that like it's really getting my lungs. That's how bad. That's how bad that seeing the original that drawing I had of Raven just a year ago from this one. Um, at the time I was learning arms, forearms by the way. So I usually would stop at biceps. I'll stop at I'll start one by one. Bicep, hand, and currently I'm at hands and fingers, by the way. So I started from just torso. Actually, I started from head pieces. I don't know if you noticed. I started from head pieces, then worked below, and yeah, from upper body, as you know, the upper torso, then the arms or the shoulders, the biceps. Here you go, also seeing me playing around with the colors. I was also trying to figure out like I wouldn't say color theory. I can't even define the true definition of color theory, but trying to find that right authentic color for Raven and then finding the right shadowings you can see throughout the video. You can also see the little captions in the bottom. I don't please ignore that. I don't know. Editing version of me is a little too lazy today to blur that out and don't have you too distracted. Maybe it has you more focused. But I eventually love the way I shadowed this Raven, and also having adjusted in the background as well. But here it goes, and it's a finishing piece. It's a better product than how it was, or it's an improved product from how it was from last year. That is exactly what we're trying to shine and do. Now, this is another traditional drawing that I revamped to digital. It's Curse Mark Sasuke, and I do want to give it advice that his skin tone, I know we're not there yet in the video, but his skin tone seems to be more different than it was in anime or other adaptations of coloring I've seen. I've seen there's a few different versions, or not quite too many different versions, but this one's I drew of him, it's a little bit more. So I just want you to know that I'm aware and I'm okay with it. I think this is what I was aiming for. Potentially, if you think there's another way to go around it, different color, that a color scheme that I could have stick with, then just let me know. So the purpose of me using a traditional drawing and converting it is because I was trying to understand reflective. See, with his Sharingan, it becomes a little bit more reflective and also glowing. So I'm trying to understand the lighting and shading to that. Oh wow, and this one I don't have that. Okay, but if you can go to my TikTok, I did eventually have the glowing effect for his Renegon and Sharingan. So now I understand the Great Glow effect. Now, moving on to a drawing that I was able to do all by myself was this Superman drawing. Now, I do want to advise that I have been drawing a lot more by myself without having my own work to trace over, like this Superman drawing, like as I keep emphasizing. It's just this is the only one that I was able to. This and a Catwoman drawing was the only one I was able to fully finish or feel as I feel satisfied enough to say that it is qualified to be finished. Now I know there, and then you'll see, there could have been more details added for the lighting and the shading, but I felt like it just fit. It was well. It went well. I love the way this took. Like me figuring out this positioning was me figuring out the positioning and the idea was flattering. Like it felt fun. It felt good. It felt fun being able to make the mistakes that I could make and adjust it and continue on. And as you see, it just started from the simple sketches. And then I tried to like shade over with the pencil or the pen at the time. And then I added like the clouds. I started thinking more like outside the box. What is more can I add? And what could you add to the clouds? You can add the sky, the bright sky, then learning blend. This is when I tried to take into blending. I also tried to blend in the clouds with a little gray outside of it. I've also, at one point in the video, I did almost completely, or I forgot and erased the S symbol. And I had several hard times making the S because I wanted a unique way. And guess what? Now looking at it, I'm actually not satisfied with that S logo. But I am satisfied with the concept and how everything went. I love this drawing. This drawing went so well for me and went so smooth. Now, for the Catwoman drawing, unfortunately, I do not have the time lapse video. It was not something I was intended to finish. It was something I just wanted to do during my break, and then something I was so fulfilled with, and I carried on. I carried on so well that I implemented buildings in the background, shading in the nighttime. Now, I'm not gonna give no stars or no nice little clouds in Gotham because it ain't sweet in Gotham. I made it a little bit more realistic in that sense, but in other words, I was also so satisfied with this Catwoman drawing. The building glow, the lights from inside the building glowing and reflecting off Catwoman in the back of her head, the lighting. Now there was two different types of this drawing because I wanted to implement the background as well with the buildings and stuff, and started adding backgrounds to my drawings and having it more fulfilling than just empty, because later on if I make comic books and manga, those are things I will need to enforce more, so I want to reinforce myself to do so now. And here I am. So I am so satisfied with the way I have came. Wow, boss, came with my progress, the progress I've made, and the way I was able to track it. It's amazing. I was happy this person commented so because I've been doing such a good job tracking my improvement and still improving. There's so much more I need to do, like hands and postures and dynamic posing, and I will come across that. And that's the challenges I will face next. And arise upon and still work on the things that I need to work on now. I want to thank everybody that's been so patient with me. I want to thank everybody that's been so supportive. And just one support is really enough. I look how that one comment kept me going, molded me. I appreciate it all, and I hope something like this can inspire others. And I want that inspiration to motivate you guys. So please do so. And any new hobby or new or old hobbies you want to pick back up, go right ahead. You have my support, and I'm here right with you. Please document it and please continue. No matter what. You drop it, pick it back up. Take 2 steps backwards, take 4 more forward. Okay. So thank you guys for being so patient with me. Love you all. Have a good time.